Winnebago Lutheran Academy welcomes you to this evening's Flyway Conference basketball game between the Cardinals of Mayville and the Vikings of Winnebago Lutheran Academy. Winnebago Lutheran Academy, Mayville High School, and the WIAA require good sportsmanship at education-based sporting events. Attendance at interscholastic activities is a privilege with the expectation to exhibit positive and respectful behavior. For the enjoyment and respect of all in attendance, your cooperation in demonstrating the high ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please stand, remove your hats, and join us in honoring America and those who protect it with the playing of our national anthem performed by the WLA Pep Band under the direction of Mrs. Abby Kirk. It's time to meet the starting lineups for this evening's game. First, for the Cardinals, a 5'8" senior, number 0, Haley Heaton. A 5'6" senior, number 10, Aaliyah Houston. A 5'4" senior, number 13, Josie Bolter. A 6' sophomore, number 14, Hannah Wolf. And a 5'8" junior, number 20, Haley Nowak. The Cardinals are coached by John Schultz.
I want to welcome you in here to Winnebago Lutheran Academy. Jordan King with you this evening, taking you through tonight's action, and we'll bring as much of the video to you as we can. Still struggling with that. Huddle camera not working, and the backup camera has given us some fits tonight as well. So at the very least, you'll get a radio broadcast tonight. I'll do my best to do that. I know that's not ideal. All of you tuning in to watch it, and we will get that figured out as we're able. But for now, going to have to settle for that. And we're happy to have you along regardless. We'll give you the starting lineups in just a second for both the Winnebago Lutheran Academy Vikings and the Mayville Cardinals. Vikes on a hot streak to start the season. They're 3-0. Cards struggled a couple of in their opening couple of games. They are 0-2, losses to Cambridge and Berlin to start their season. Starters for the Cards, number 0, Haley Heaton, she's a senior. A couple of other seniors in the starting lineup, number 10, Aaliyah Houston, and number 13, Josie Belter. Sophomore Hannah Wolf wears number 14, and junior number 20, the leading scorer, Kaylee Nowak. For the Cards, starters for the WLA Vikings, Kiera Shea, number 2. Number 5 is Lindsay Nell. Number 10, Siri Kuski. Abby Cole wears number 22, and Jess Pino wears number 11. The starters for the Vikes. The Vikes 3-0 on the season, as we mentioned. Wins at Kiel, home against Roncalli, and then last time out just before the Thanksgiving holiday, they took care of Luther Prep. The Phoenix were in town, and the Vikings came out on top in that one, 70-58. Starting the season for the Vikings, it's been the defensive side of the ball that has really helped the Vikes off to this hot start. Vikes are going to win the tip. They're in the home whites with the blue trim, blue numbers. Mayville got the maroon uniforms on the road. Here's a quick 3 for the Vikings. That's Lindsay Nell, missed it, tipped out by the Cards. Check that last off of Jess Pino, and it's going to stay with the Cards. Vikes, of course, going to go full court with the defense that we've seen all season long thus far. Keying it in is Heaton for the Cards. Looking out to half court, tipped away by Pino. Back to Heaton. Heaton, now the Cards have a break. Here's Houston. Houston on the left side has it tipped away by Shea. Steal completed by Siri Kuski, and here come the Vikings. Here's Shea, middle of the court. Down the right side of the lane, kicks it out right corner. Now one dribble into the short corner, and we're going to get a foul on the Vikes on the rebound. That was Lindsay Nell missing her second attempt, and I believe that was Abby Cole. No, they're going to get Pino on a push underneath. Houston keys it in. Into the front court comes Belter. Belter has it tipped away once again. Kiera Shea getting another hand on it. Steal by Kuski up to Shea. Shea on the right side, up with the right hand, no good. Offensive board to Lindsay Nell, and she's fouled. Heading to the free throw line goes Lindsay Nell, her first opportunity in the Vikes as well. With 17-19 to go here in the first quarter, it's still 0-0. A little sloppy for the Vikes. They've had a couple of opportunities, haven't been able to finish. Nell's first free throw up, misses long. And the second free throw is good for Nell. Rattles home, and the Vikes take an early 1-0 lead. 17-19 left in the first half. Here is Belter. Belter on the near side, now hands off to Heaton. Heaton into the front court across the timeline. She's guarded by Nell. Nice job by Lindsay Nell to get back, get between her offensive player and the hoop. And now Kiera Shea, she's guarding Belter. Belter kicks out top of the key. This once again is Heaton. Heaton looks underneath, can't quite get it to the leading scorer, which is Nowak. Now underneath, and it's tied up. No, poked away by Abby Cole, and Cole into the front court across the timeline. Crosses over, tries the bounce pass, but she traveled first. That's a good call as Cole was looking for Nell. Mayville Cardinals stepped in the lane and not able to complete the pass. 1-0 Vikes, 16:46 to go in the first half. And Heaton will once again throw it in. Tipped up, and I believe that was last touch by Houston. No, this time it's Kuski who got her hand in the passing lane, and it'll stay with the Cardinals. Leading scorer, as I said, is Kaylee Nowak for the Cards. She averages 13. For the Vikings, the leader in the conference through the non-conference portion was Lindsay Nell. Here on the far side is number 20, that's Nowak, who got the drive. Houston underneath, a little contact, no whistle. This is tied up underneath after the offensive rebound was grabbed by Hannah Wolf. Cards will keep it with the arrow. Vikes won the tip, and Houston will key it in. She'll find Nowak. Nowak in the corner, kicks it out to Belter. Belter on the left wing, back to Houston in the corner. Houston surveys. Now has a cutting Heaton, can't quite get it into her. Tipped away by the Vikings once again. Nice job there, Jess Pino, who once again tipped the basketball. Houston to key it in once again. Same inbounds play as last time, finds Nowak in the left corner. Top of the key now, Heaton. Heaton working on Shea. Nice cut by Houston. Houston against Kuski down the lane, up with the right hand, no good. Offensive rebound, and that's finished. Nice offensive board, good positioning by Kaylee Nowak, and the Cards have their first lead of the game. It's 2-1, 16:04 left first half. Shea right down the court, gets it to Pino in the right corner. Lobs one into Cole. Cole down the right side of the paint, up with the right hand, and good. Abby Cole is fouled in the process. She'll head to the free throw line. 3-2. Vikes have the lead. 15:56 first half. First 2 points for Abby Cole on the evening. First field goal for the Vikings in their second trip as a team to the free throw line. Now was 1 for 2 just earlier. Couple of rhythm dribbles for Abby Cole, and misses that one. So the Vikes have left a couple of points early on here at the free throw line. Crossing over is Belter. She's into the front court for the Cardinals. That's tipped away. Nell completes the steal. Nell is fouled by Josie Belter. Bolter, pardon me. Here's Lindsay Nell. Hands off. Shea down the lane, floats it in, and scores. First 2 points for Kiera Shea. Shea averages 13.3 points per game. She's 6th in the Flyway Conference. Vikings have 3 players in the top 6 in scoring in the Flyway through the non-conference portion of the season. Number 5, Emma Karnitz, is into the game for the Cardinals, and she's trapped right now by Siri Kuski. Tipped away by Kiera Shea. Shea into the front court for the Vikings. Down the right side of the paint. Blocked, offensive rebound, and Siri Kuski finishes on the second opportunity. 7-2, Vikings lead. 15:56. Check that, 15:15 left here in the first half. Here is Houston. Houston quickly into the front court, past her man. Down the right side of the paint, can't get it to go out. Defensive board this time from Jess Pino. Gets the outlet pass to Shea. Shea dribbles into some trouble, spins out of it now, goes cross court, finds Abby Cole. Cole top of the key, thought she carried it. Yeah, there it is. There's the whistle, as she did carry the basketball. And the Vikes will turn it over yet again. 7-2 lead for the Vikes here early on, 14:56, as it'll be a far side inbounds pass for Mayville. And off the inbounds, Vikings pick it off. That's Abby Cole down the paint. And Cole's got her third and fourth points of the game. Vikings now lead at 11-2. That's going to force a Mayville timeout. 14:37. We'll take it with you. Going to try to get some things sorted out here on the video side and hopefully get the video working for you here on WLA TV. 11-2, Vikes lead it. Good start for them as they look to start their defense of the Flyway crown on a positive note tonight. Vikings Cards back after this. Stay with us. So coming out of the timeout, the Cards still struggling against this Viking press, and there's Shea once again picking another pass off. Crosses over, cross-court pass to Kuski. Kuski into the front court, up with left hand, good. Siri Kuski's got 4 points. The Vikings have 13, and they lead it by 11, 13-2, 14:22 here in the first half. That time the Cards broke the press, and a nice pass underneath as they were trying to get Avi Siegel into the game, and Jess Pino bumped her, fouled her. And that is the second team foul for the Vikes. Going to see the first action for Maddie Lair and Peyton Chemnitz for the Vikings. They check in. Vikes once again lead at 13-2. If you're just joining us, we're trying to get the camera situation sorted out so you can watch the game. Just keep you updated as we do that. Here's Heaton. Heaton on the right wing. Tries to dribble against Shea. Bounces down, and that is picked off. Tipped away by Chemnitz. Picked off by Maddie Lair. Lair across the timeline. Between the circles, bounces far side. Chemnitz tries a mid-range shot. That one's short. Offensive board, though, to Kuski. She tries a hook shot, misses that one. Running hook shot, not able to fall for Kuski. Nice rebound there from Siegel underneath. Siegel into the front court, and I think she drug the pivot foot. She did before she was able to place the next dribble on the floor, and another Mayville turnover. Be Viking basketball. Still with that 11-point lead. 13-2, 13:50 to go here in the first half. And that pass from Lair is picked off. Here's the leading scorer, Nowak, into the front court. Lair picks it right back off, picks the pocket. Here's Nell. Nell bounce passes ahead to Shea. Shea up with the right hand and scores. Shea's got 4 as well. 3 different Vikings with 4 points. Cole, Shea, and Kuski, and the Vikings have opened up what is a 13-point lead. Into the front court come the Cardinals. Here's Siegel, kicks it back out, top of the key. Long 2 on the way, missed short from Heaton. Long rebound by Shea. Shea like a bullet into the front court on the right side and scores once again. Kiera Shea has 6 points, and the Vikings lead it by 15, 17-2. Here is Nowak. Nowak into the front court once again, breaks the press herself for the Cards, goes up with the right hand, no good. And they're going to get it on the shot. She'll head to the free throw line. I think that was 33 Peyton Chemnitz. It was on the foul. First free throw up and good for Nowak. Nowak's got all 3 points so far for the Cardinals. 13:07 to go here in the first half. Couple of rhythm dribbles again at the free throw line for Nowak. And she puts it up. This one rattles out. Good looking free throw, but didn't complete it. Rebound for Chemnitz. She gives to Lair, and Lair's into the front court for the Vikings. Lair with the retreat dribble, gives it far side. Lydia Bernhard onto the floor for the Vikings. She gets it into Chemnitz, misses that. Offensive rebound and not finished by McKenna Conkey, another one of the sophomores for the Vikings. Conkey not able to finish it. Nice rebound there from Heaton. Heaton across the timeline between the circles. Surveys the floor, tries to get it in. Tipped away by Shea. Shea completes the seal. Down the far side and down underneath to Bernhard. And Bernhard finishes. Here's Chemnitz. Chemnitz down the lane. Can't get it to go, but she's fouled. So Chemnitz will head back to the free throw line. 19-3, 12:26 to go here first half. And I think we're going to get another timeout here. Mayville, their second timeout. And we're going to take it with them as we continue to try to get the video working for you, just trying to keep you informed while that happens. 19-3, Vikes lead it by 16. Back after this. Coming back in out of this timeout, we're going to try it here. We've struggled with the cameras. First free throw up and good for Peyton Chemnitz. That's her first point of the night. We'll go as long as we can with the cameras. Just trying several different things. Of course, ideally, we'd have the self-tracking huddle camera. I want to thank Alec Oberg as well, one of the students here at WLA who has been willing to run the camera for us over the last couple of games. And much easier to just hang out with your friends during the game, but he's helping us out and lending suggestions as well, because I'm about out of them here with some of the technology that's not working the last couple of games here on WLA TV. But we got it working now, so hopefully that will continue through the game. Here is Maddie Lair as the Vikings have once again opened up a 17-point lead in this one. That's just about thrown away. It is thrown away by Maddie Lair. She was looking for Conkey in the corner. Not been perfect for the Vikings so far, but it's been very, very good. Chloe Volbright into the game for the first action of her night as she checks in for Kiera Shea. We now have all the Vikings starters on the bench, with the Vikings having a 17-point lead. Vikes almost turned the Cardinals over there, but they're going to keep possession. Will Mayville. 20-3 with 11:54 to go in the first half. They'll key it in. There is Emma Karnitz. Karnitz on the far side. They're looking underneath, trying to get Siegel under there, but not able to do so. Belter on the drive. Now kicks it back out, tipped away by Maddie Lair, and it's going to go out of bounds. Vikings still ramping up the pressure. And so far have been fruitful with a couple of steals, forcing Mayville into myriad of turnovers. Here's Bolter. Step back. Has to pass it instead. Gets it over there to Wolf. Wolf drives the paint. Throws it up. Can't quite get that one to go. Offensive board, and scoring is Zoe Karnitz. Lair into the front court. 20-5. Here is McKenna Conkey. This one's short. And a rebound on the near side from Mayville. Bolter into the front court. Looks ahead, finds the other Karnitz. That's Emma Karnitz. Can't get that one to go. And a nice strong rebound by Peyton Chemnitz. Chemnitz comes out of the pile with it. Near side, Chemnitz surveys the floor. Crosses over, looks top of the key, Conkey. Conkey drives, throws up the floater. This one's strong, almost gets her own offensive rebound. Emma Karnitz with the board for Mayville, coming near side. Up ahead, and Wolf driving the lane. Back to Bolter. Tipped there by Chemnitz, saved by Bolter. Wolf kicks it back out to Emma Karnitz. Karnitz drives. Lobs it to Zoe Karnitz. Tipped by Maddie Lair. It's going to stay with Mayville. 20-5. Vikes still lead it by 15. 10:23 to go first half. Chance here for Coach Schroffnagel to really dig in early into it, deep early into his bench. And not really necessarily one of the weeks you need to go super deep. Very unusual. The Vikings only have one game this week. That coming tonight against the Cardinals. Next week they'll play Lamira and Laconia. It's a big game against the Spartans. Wolf underneath can't get that one to go, especially early on in the campaign. Here's Chemnitz. Chemnitz looks near side. This is Bernhard. Lydia Bernhard now down to Maddie Lair. Still on that right side. Top of the key, Conkey. Dribbles a couple of times. Here's Bernhard once again. Right-hand drive. Floats it up there. That one misses deep. And a nice rebound from Wolf. Wolf finds Bolter. Bolter lobs it down. That one's a little too tall for Zoe Karnitz. And back to the Vikings goes the basketball. A little bit of a scoring drought for both teams. 20-5, Vikings lead it. 9:45 to go here first half. Maddie Lair will trot across the timeline. She's guarded by Zoe Karnitz. Uses a Chemnitz screen. Finds Bernhard. Bernhard hands off to Chemnitz, top of the key. Peyton surveys the floor, gets it over there to McKenna Conkey. Back to Chemnitz. Floater in the paint, can't get it to go. Offensive board, and headed to the free throw line will be Chloe Volbright. Nice job by Chloe Volbright, the junior on the boards. Volbright, the third tallest Viking behind Lindsay Nell and Jess Pino on the team, and she'll head to the free throw line for her first opportunity tonight, and she scores, does Chloe Volbright. 21-5, Vikings lead, 9:22 to go in the first half. As of right now, and of course, no conference games have played. Second free throw good for Volbright as well, 22-5 Viking lead. So it's kind of tough to tell. Obviously, you really don't use conference rankings statistically until you start playing conference games. But right now, Lindsay Nell leads the conference in both points and rebounds. She's averaging a double-double, 15.7 points per game, 10.7 rebounds per game. So far tonight, Nell has yet to score. Check that, she's got the free throw. That three-pointer is off once again from Conkey. Nice rebound from Bolter. Bolter surveying the floor, gets it up ahead. There's Wolf. Wolf puts it on the deck, and she's fouled by Peyton Chemnitz. I believe that'll be on the floor, and it'll be underneath. Coach Schroffnagel going to hockey line, substitute his entire starting five back onto the floor here. And they'll come in right now. But Lindsay Nell leading the Flyway Conference in both of those statistical categories. Abby Cole is fourth in the conference in scoring at 14.3 points per game. 13.3 points per game is Kiera Shea. That's good for sixth in the conference. And the Vikings have four rebounders that are inside the top 11. Kiera Shea is just outside the top 10, or they'd have four rebounders inside the top 10 as that's thrown away by the Cardinals. And we'll go back to the Vikings. Vikes lead it by 17, 22-5, 8:51 to go here first half. Shea bounces into Kuski, and Siri will trot across the giant WLA logo in the middle of the court. Gets it here near side, right wing. Driving the lane goes Shea. Thought she might have had an and one opportunity, but that one fell short, and it was on the floor with the foul. So it'll be an underneath inbounds play as we tick under 9 minutes to go here first half. Bolter's third foul, so she'll probably have to have a seat till halftime for the Cardinals. 6 team fouls for Mayville, 5 for the Vikings thus far. Abby Cole underneath looking, finds Lindsay Nell, and that is very easy for the Vikings. Nell's got 3 points, and that's 4 out of 5 starters that have now scored for the Vikings. 24-5, Vikings still going to use the press. Picked off by Cole, bounce pass, that's a nice find by Abby Cole, and she finds Siri Kuski. Kuski's got 6, Vikings have 26, they lead it by 21 points. 8:21 to go here first half. Lobbed in. Looking underneath for, that's Siegel. She can't get that one to go. Rebound down to Cole. Abby Cole going to take it herself. No, lob it cross court and finds Kiera Shea. Shea nearing double digits already. She's got 8 points. 8 of the Vikings' 28. Here is Heaton. Heaton looks near side Wolf. That's the way you break the press. Siegel underneath, and she finishes. That was the best press break we've seen all night for Mayville, and it leads to points. 28-7, 7:46 and counting down here in the first half. Kuski, near side, Shea loses control. She's going to have it in the right corner, kicks it out right wing. Lindsay Nell spins down the floor, up with the right hand, count the basket and the foul for Lindsay Nell. Nell's got 5. She'll head back to the free throw line, 30-7. And a good start here for the Vikes. The starters, after taking a couple of minutes on the bench there, have looked very, very sharp since coming back onto the floor. And Nell will step to the free throw line, one rhythm dribble, and she makes her second free throw of the night. She's 2 for 3 from the line. Vikings lead it 31-7. And the Vikes now going to go into like a 1-2-1-1 or a 1-2-2 press. Broken easily this time by the Cardinals, but they're going to get an offensive foul on Wolf. They're going to say Wolf was clearing out the path to the hoop there for Kaylee Nowak, and that's an offensive foul. Going to say she just cleared. I think what the call was there is they're going to say Wolf put the Viking defender, who I think was Pino, on her hip and just kind of drove her up the lane line. A lot of refs will just let that slide. Seems to be a big part of the game nowadays, but that time it was called. Here is Shea. Shea, oh man, first step for Kira Shea is so good. Offensive rebound on the far side by Jess Pino, and now all 5 starters have scored for the Vikings, and it's 33-7. That first step from Kira Shea, as that one's picked off by Cole, is so good. Here's Cole into the front court. Cole down the lane, up with the left hand, no good. Offensive foul. She was out of control and will pick up her first personal. Might be her second personal, actually. 7:02 to go here in the first half. That's tipped away by Shea. How good is that defensively? Can't get that one to go underneath. Rebound down to Karnitz. Zoe Karnitz up the floor. And finishing on the right side is Kaylee Nowak. Nowak's got 5. And we got a injury timeout here. I'm going to get Bolter back into the game, playing with the 3 fouls, so you got to be a little careful there. I don't know if we might add a bumping of the heads there, but 33-9, Vikings lead it. 6:40 to go here in the first half. Kuski looks far side. Shea thought about the 3, now going to put it on the floor. Tipped away by the Cards, recovered by Abby Cole. Cole top of the key. Hands off to Shea. Shea thinking about the 3, now going to fire it up. This one's off to the left. Tipped up by Kuski. Kuski gets the offensive board, finds Lindsay Nell. Nice cut by Lindsay Nell. And she now has 7 points for the Vikings, 35-9. 6:16 to go first half. Almost tipped away once again by Shea. This time breaking the press are the Cardinals. Down the lane, that was last touched, I believe, by Jess Pino. Yeah, off of her leg. Nowak trying to get the bounce pass to Wolf. Be kind of an awkward inbound opportunity here for Mayville. Trailing 35-9 to these Vikings. 6:07 to go first half. Abby Cole will be the one to defend. Tipped. Oh, man, what a OBJ-like catch there from Kiera Shea, who goes down the right side of the lane. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound fought for by Nell. Can't get that one to go. And a good strong rebound that time by Zoe Karnitz into the front court. Here's Nowak, cross court, and it's tipped away. Nice recovery there by Jess Pino, as it would have been 2 points easily for Bolter had she got her hands on it. Bolter will check it in for the Cardinals. Try to get it into Wolf here. She's able to find her. Wolf kicks it out to Karnitz. Karnitz top of the key. Looks far side. That is Houston. Houston now to Nowak. Nowak back to Houston. Thought about the 3. She's guarded by Siri Kuski. Jab step. Between the circles is Bolter. Bolter, same thing. Finds Houston. Corner 3 on the way. This one misses. Nice rebound there from Abby Cole. Cole into the front court. Looking for Shea. Finds Shea. Gallops forward, and as soon as Shea does that little skip before she goes up for it, you know it's over. She's got 10 points. First player of the game for either team into double figures. 37-9. Vikes have a huge lead. 5:15 to go first half. In the corner is Nowak. Nowak backing her lady down. That was Cole. Cole steals it, pokes it away. Up front, here's Kuski, up with the right hand and scores. Siri Kuski's got 8. Under 5 minutes to go here first half. Vikes have opened up a 30-point lead. Houston bounces cross court to Bolter. Now Houston has it here on this left side, underneath to Zoe Karnitz, and it's stolen. I think it probably give a block there to Abby Cole. Nonetheless, she's into the front court. Kicks it back out. Lindsay Nell thinking about the right wing three. Fires it up, hits it, count the basket and the foul. Lindsay Nell hits the triple. She's into double figures as well. She's got 11. And they're going to call it an and one. Say she was fouled. 42-9. Anything that wasn't, I'd said earlier on, it wasn't perfect for the Vikings, but been much better since that starting lineup subbed back in. Now, here comes the hockey line change for send the starters off the court. And Nell's free throw is up and rattles off, so she'll have to stay in for the time being. She's 2 for 4 from the free throw line. She has 11 points. She has 11. Shea has 10. A couple of other scorers for the Vikings. All their starters, again, have scored. There's Maddie Lair into a passing lane. Lair up with it on the right hand. Count the basket and the foul. Maddie Lair with a strong finish at the rim on that right side, 44-9. Vikings with that defensive pressure staying very high in the passing lanes, and now McKenna Conkey will get an opportunity to check in and send Lindsay Nell to the bench. This one's short and off to the left for Nell, or for, pardon me, that's Lair, and a nice rebound underneath by Siegel. Here's Bolter. Bolter looks for the skip pass to Houston, finds her, corner, 3. On the way, looks good, but it's just a touch long. Chemnitz able to save it. She would have tipped that one out, and it's saved by Volbright. That was a good-looking shot by Nowak. It was just a touch strong there. Definitely right on line, right in line from where I'm, my vantage point. That 3 from Chemnitz, no good. And up ahead for Bolter. Bolter, Siegel, and Siegel will head to the line as Peyton Chemnitz tried to draw the charge, but didn't get there in time.
Viking ball on number 33, Peyton Chemnitz. To the line for the Cardinals, number 3, Abby Siegel.
Siegel at the line. First one no good. Second one is good. So 1 for 2 from the line for Siegel. Cards as a team are 2 for 4 from the line. Vikes still lead it by 34. 44-10. 3:47 to go first half. Here's Maddie Lair. Lair crosses. Oh, nice defensive play there from Houston. It's corralled somehow there by McKenna Conkey, who finds Volbright, who finds Lair. Lair misses that one strong. Nice rebound by Houston. Houston into the front court. This time Chemnitz once again trying to beat Houston to the spot. She got her hand on the shot, but a nice strong finish from Aaliyah Houston. Houston's first 2 points of the game. It's 44-12. Maddie Lair between the circles. Kicks it back out. Chemnitz, nice look underneath to Bernhard. Bernhard can't get it to go. Gets her own offensive rebound. Rips through. Can't get it to go once again. That was nice defense underneath by Zoe Karnitz. And Bernhard got the last touch, so it'll go back over to the Cards. Nice defense there underneath by Zoe Karnitz, not to give up on the play. And get that hand on the shot of Lydia Bernhard. Here's Bolter. Bolter down here to the corner. This is Staduar, and it's off the thigh of Lydia Bernhard as she stole the basketball but couldn't keep control of it. Down in the corner, it'll be Bolter. Bolter lobs it, almost picked off there. Siegel's going to corral for the Cardinals. Staduar, far side, Houston. Now near side Bolter, back to Houston. Houston thinking about the 3, lines it up. That one looked good short. And a nice rebound there from Peyton Chemnitz. Chemnitz near side, crosses Bolter over, tries the one-handed pass, can't get it through Houston. Houston picks it off into the front court. Kind of Euro step, and they're going to get an offensive foul. Say that Lydia Bernhard got into position and was there early. Bang, bang play underneath. And the call goes the Vikes' way this time. 2:30 to go here first half, 44-12. And Conkey will get it back to Maddie Lair, and Lair trots across the timeline. Goes off a double screen. Lair, no, nice bounce pass on the back cut for Lydia Bernhard, and Bernhard finishes. Bernhard has 4. Vikings like that. That's primary option number 1 at all 3 levels so far that I've gotten to see is when they can get the back cut. If you're going to overplay defensively, the Vikes are going to back cut you to death. They're going to back cut you until you start to sag back a little bit, and then they're going to try to pop it out and move the ball, hit some threes. Lydia Bernhard ties that one up, and we will have a jump ball. Give the ball to the Vikings on the arrow. Here's Lair. Lair across the timeline once again. Crosses over. Gets to the elbow. Fires one up. That one's strong off the backboard. Another nice rebound by Houston. Houston has been a monster on the boards today for the Cardinals. Not able to keep track of rebounds, but she's been really, really good for Mayville. That one's lobbed in. Siegel not able to track it down, and that's good hustle play. It's going to be thrown off the leg of McKenna Conkey. That's Madison Staduar for the Cardinals, who was able to hustle into the corner and throw it off of the Vikings player's foot. Here's Houston. Corner 3 on the way. Looks good, is good. Aaliyah Houston has 5 straight points here for the Cardinals. 46-15, the Vikes lead it. 1:23 to go here first half. Hesitation dribble. Here is Lydia Bernhard going to key up a 3. Try to respond for the Vikings. Saved by Maddie Lair, and somehow it ends up in the hands of McKenna Conkey. She fires one up, can't get it to go. Kicked out here from Volbright to the top of the key. There's Bernhard. Down the lane she goes. No shot on the floor. No, going to get a travel first for Lydia Bernhard. Tried to step through the defender, and she walked. Here's Houston. By the way, halftime, stick around. We're going to have Ethan Cole. Ethan set a program record last night for the boys team. Nice offensive board, Zoe Carnett. She's got 4 first half points. 46-17, 45 seconds to go here first half. Down the lane goes Maddie Lair, up with the right hand on the floater, and good. Maddie Lair's got 4 points. Very balanced scoring for the Vikings to get to the 48 first half points. That's a bullet pass from Houston down to the corner. Doubled there was Nowak. She spun out of it. Chemnitz is into a passing lane here, and the Vikings will hit the 50-point mark in the first half after Peyton Chemnitz lays that in. She's got 4 points. 20 seconds to go until halftime. 50-17. Vikes leading the Mayville Cardinals. Once again, Chemnitz into a passing lane. She scores 4 straight points in about a dozen seconds. 6 seconds left to go here in the first half. Chemnitz, check that, Houston from half court, banks it in. Aaliyah Houston ends the first half with a bang for the Cardinals. They still trail it by 32. It's 52-20 here at halftime. But Houston gets the cheers from even the Viking fans there at halftime with that half-court heave, and she banked it in. 52-20 here at halftime. Put 10 minutes on the clock. Halftime intermission between the Vikings and the Cardinals. We'll have Ethan Cole coming up here in just a couple of minutes on WLA TV. Stay with us, won't you? First half stats just had the halftime competition. First half stats for the Vikings, they lead at 52-20 here at halftime over the Mayville Cardinals. Good start to the conference season. 10 points for Kiera Shea. Chloe Volbright has 2. Lydia Bernhardt has 4. 11 for Lindsay Nell. She leads all scorers this evening. 8 for Siri Kuski. 2 for Jess Pino. 4 for Maddie Lair. 4 for Abby Cole. Peyton Chemnitz has 6 for the Vikings. That adds up to the 52 points that they have. For the Cardinals, Siegel with 3. 4 points for Zoe Karnitz. Aaliyah Houston hit that 3 just going into halftime. 8 points for Aaliyah Houston. And then 5 points for Kaylee Nowak. And as promised, we couldn't track him down after the game last night. He was a popular guy, so everyone wanted to talk to him. Ethan Cole. And Ethan, congrats on the win last night, first of all. Good start to the season for you guys. But setting a program record, 42 points. What did the hoop look like at the end? You threw up I don't know if anyone noticed this, but you threw up a right-handed shot right before halftime, and it almost banked it. Like, you're just doing it for fun now, shooting with both hands?
I actually used to shoot right-handed
okay.
back in the day, so I guess it kind of worked out. It almost went in. It would have been cool if it would have went in, but it didn't.
Obviously, when you got guys around you, it takes 5 guys, more than 5 guys, to have a night like you did last night. But guys like Noah Gensler stepping up. Just talk about the performance of the guys around you that allow you to kind of do what you do.
Yeah, it's really nice to see everyone being able to make shots. Last year we were a young team, and this year we're all veterans, I guess you could say, and it's just really nice to have them being able to pass me the ball when I'm open, and nice to see their shots going when I kick it out to them. It's just really fun to watch and see us develop over the years, and it's going to be a fun year this year for sure.
Speaking of development, I think one of the things I pointed out second half of last season, Aiden Barr, who's a great point guard for you guys, but he was shooting something like in the teens from the three-point line. Really developed the shot last year, looked good again last night getting to the rim. When his jump shot's on, how difficult are you guys to defend? Oh,
Aiden is a lights-out shooter. During practice, he does not miss. I'm so lucky to play with him. He's such a great player, and he's a great teammate too. And I'm the most happy guy for him when he's lights out. It is so fun to watch because when he's on, and he does not miss at all.
Last question for you. When you look at guys like Sam Lair, Chop Simmons, Noah Gensler, Lucas Weigand, maybe some of the unsung heroes of the team, just based on one or two games that we've seen them so far this season, you guys 2-0, looks like those guys must have worked hard this offseason because physically they're stronger, seem like they're more confident with themselves, a little less timid. Sam Lair stepped into a couple of threes yesterday. We know what he can do from beyond the arc, but what'd you see from those guys in the offseason?
Yes, they've been in the weight room, that's for sure. We were a small team last year. We bulked up a lot this year. Lucas he can really jump, and he's really big. He gets all those big boards. Chop is a great piece off the bench. He comes in, works hard every second of the game. Sam, I love Sam. He's a great shooter, and he's like my brother, basically. I love him to death. And who was the last guy?
Chop.
Oh, yeah, Chop's a beast. That's straight up. That's all he is.
All right. Hey, any advice so we got any advice for Abby Cole? She's 0 for 1 from the free throw line. She showed that Ethan Cole strength in the paint, but, what's the advice for when you analyze her game? Do you try to give her any pointers?
It's Abby's game. I can't critique her or anything. I'm not the one to give her free throw advice. Last year I was not the greatest free throw shooter. She's a nice shot. And she's my sister. I love her to death too.
So there you go. Good defensive performance for the Vikes in the first half. Ethan, congratulations once again on setting a program record last night, 42 points, and best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
There you go. That's Ethan Cole once again. Appreciate him stopping by here during the halftime intermission. And Mr. Bendix saying I shouldn't have made him hold the microphone because his elbow's sore after last night, and I can't argue with that. 42 points for Ethan Cole. Lady Vikings have 52 here in the first half. They lead the Mayville Cardinals 52-20. Start of Flyway Conference play. Vikes are 3-0, look well on their way to going 4-0 here tonight. We'll be back with the second half in about 3 minutes. You're listening and watching WLA Girls Viking Basketball. And you're watching on WLA TV. Stay with us. Just about ready to get the second half of action underway here on WLA-TV. Jordan King with you. Glad to have you along here this Tuesday evening. It was a big Monday last night for the Vikings, boys Vikings basketball team as they took down Waupun. Hung over 90 points on the Warriors, did the Vikings. And, of course, we just talked to Ethan Cole during the halftime intermission talking about his program record 42-point performance that he had last night. The rest of the week here on WLA-TV looks like this. Wrestling will have their first varsity duel at home for the Vikings as they take on and host North Fond du Lac St. Mary's Springs. And then on Friday, Laconia comes to town, and they'll take on the boys basketball team once again. Second half underway here. Houston looks into Heaton. Heaton has the ball in the middle of the paint. Think it's tied up. It is. Abby Cole getting her hands on it. Good hands by the Vikings, and it'll be Viking basketball underneath the hoop, headed back the other way. 52-20 here, just starting the second half of play, about 11 seconds in. And Kiera Shea, 10 first half points for Shea as she trots into the front court, hands off to Kuski. Kuski curls around. Oh, nice roll from Lindsay Nell. She's up with the right hand and good. Lindsay Nell has 13 points and is right around her season average. She averages just about 16 points a game. Once again at 13 here. That's blocked. Houston underneath was blocked by Cole. Abby Cole needs some help. She launches it forward to Lindsay Nell. Nell breaks the press, finds Shea. Shea pump fakes once, now gives to Kuski, and Kuski up with the right hand finishes. Siri Kuski, the third Viking into double figures. She's got 10 points. 13 for Nell, 10 for Kuski, and 10 for Shea. Vikings lead at 56-20. Here's Heaton. Heaton guarded by Nell. Heaton now looking, tries to hand to Bolter and unsuccessfully. Now gets it over far side. That is Nowak. Nowak trying to feed it underneath. That's a good pass. I think it was actually Bolter. Nowak got it to Bolter, and Bolter found Wolf underneath. Wolf gets fouled. Pino charged on the foul, and Hannah Wolf will take her first free throw and misses. Second free throw for Wolf is good, though. (56-21), 16:44 to go here first half. Second half. Shea has it in the left corner, dribbles, up with the left hand, no good. Offensive rebound, Abby Cole, can't get that one to go. Nice defense that time underneath by the Cardinals. Heaton into the front court, has it tipped away by a retreating Jess Pino, and it's going to stay with the Cardinals. Good hustle, though, from Pino. Pino, one of two seniors on this team. Three seniors. Maddie Lair and Peyton Chemnitz both come off the bench for Coach Schroffnagel. Heaton, that one's picked off by Pino, bounces it back into Nell. Nell put that on the floor. She's going to be fouled. A little bit dangerous there for Nell. She put the ball on the floor before really looking to see if there was an opportunity to do so. And Cards fouled her instead of taking the ball away. Zoe Karnitz back in. She'll replace Heaton. And Karnitz has been very good. Has Zoe Karnitz, just a junior, so she'll be back for the Cardinals. As Shea into the front court. I suppose I shouldn't assume that. She's an underclassman. Let's just say that. Here's Siri Kuski. That one's long. Offensive rebound, and that one's missed by Lindsay Nell. She doesn't miss many of those. Kind of a little frustration on her face there. Those usually go for Lindsay Nell, and gets a lot of those opportunities. That's why she averages nearly 16 a game. Nice pass and a good back cut from Nowak. Nowak goes up with the right hand. Strong opportunity, but a good defense by Siri Kuski in her own right. Shea running the floor well. Oh, nice bounce pass. Good look by Kiera Shea, and Siri Kuski's got a dozen. That's a really good look from Shea as Shea caught the ball and passed almost in one motion. She very, very talented point guard for this Vikings team. As I always say she's one of the best defenders you will see watching a basketball game, and I'll stand by that statement. Here's Nell. Oh, that's a good pass as well. Good cut by Jess Pino. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, Abby Cole. She finishes. Abby Cole has 6 points. Only 36 to match her older brother's performance from last night. Good rebound there from Cole after Houston missed the three. Near side Cole. Cole down the floor, cross is over, little contact. Good defense, though, by Wolf. Stolen is Karnitz. Nice bounce pass, but it's thought it might have been kicked. It wasn't. And Houston's into the front court. Houston runs into Siri Kuski, and they'll get a charge. Siri Kuski got in position, waited for it, and took it. Siegel in for the Cards, and Maddie Lair will come on in for the Vikings, and she'll replace Abby Cole. Will Maddie Lair. .44, Vikes lead at 60-21. Lair into the front court. Here's Lindsay Nell. Nell down the lane, up with the Euro step, no good. Gets her own offensive board. Here's Shea. Shea flips a pass out to Kuski. Ends up with Nell in the corner. Tries a bounce pass. That one was forced a little bit. And turned over to Houston. Houston, Shea almost picked it off. She got a hand on it, and it'll be Cardinal basketball. Vikings in a 2-3 zone here. Don't see Coach Schaffnagel go to the 2-3 very often, but I would assume, it's up by almost 40 points here as Shea gets into the front court. Count the basket and the foul. That's a little bit of a dangerous play there. Undercutting Kiera Shea was Bolter. I get boxing out, but that was a little bit. Got to be careful there when a player is jumping in the air at the rim. Can't slide underneath him. That's a little bit dangerous. Shea from the free throw line can't get it to go. That was Shea's first attempt from the line. Shea, a season-long 66.7% shooter, so 2 out of every 3 or so for Kiera Shea from the free throw line. And they're going to get, I believe, Lindsay Nell reaching around with the foul. Shouldn't be on pin. Yeah, they're going to get Nell. She swiped at it. And Siegel will head to the charity stripe for the Cardinals. 13:57 to go in the game, 62-21. And when you're, like I was saying before I kind of got interrupted, when you're up by 41, you can experiment and practice things you don't normally do in case you need them later on in the season. I would guess that's probably kind of the case here for Coach Schaffnagel playing a 2-3 zone, because it's right there. You just saw Shea kind of back off where she should have probably pressured. So just an opportunity to work on some of these things that isn't necessarily the most pressing of situations in case you need them later on in the season. Find a team where a 2-3 zone might really work. Good idea. 13:40 to go here in the ball game. Kiera Shea crosses over down the paint. Nice bounce pass. Chemnitz mid-range. That one's short. Offensive rebound. Kiera Shea, top of the key. Kuski from Chemnitz. That 3 is off to the right. Kuski that was her first attempted 3 actually this season for Siri Kuski. 0 for 1 now on the year. Maddie Lair stole it. Heads Houston, steal it right back. Houston up with the right hand. Can't get it to go. Nice rebound that time from Pino. She finds Kiera Shea. Shea with her head up as she gets into the front court. Here's Lair. Thought about the 3. Gets it to Chemnitz. Chemnitz on the left wing. Cutting is Kiera Shea. Kicks it back out. Corner to Kuski. Chemnitz underneath. Maddie Lair. Nice cut. Good positioning. And Maddie Lair finishes. Lair has 6. Vikings lead at 64-21. Good performance if you're just joining us. Vikes have a myriad of scorers tonight. The only Viking not to score so far is McKenna Conkey. Everyone else has scored and gotten in for the Vikings. All 10 players have gotten in. Heaton returns for the Cardinals. 12:38 to go in the ball game. Nice block there from Kiera Shea. I don't know. Does she have any career blocks? Certainly she does. There's another steal. I know she's got a few of them. By a few, I mean a few hundred probably. Kiera Shea goes out. Gets that one blocked. Wolf saves it. Nice hustle by Wolf. Carnets fouled into the front court as Maddie Lair was trying to recover.
On the Vikings, number 12, Maddie Lair. In for the Vikings, number 5, Lindsay Nell, and number 22, Abby Cole.
Shea and Kuski going to get a break as Abby Cole, Lindsay Nell come back in. And again, be easy to just go with all the backups right now. But again, this is a lineup you could see the Vikes having to use. Foul trouble pending, potentially. Here's Abby Cole. Cole into the front court. Down the lane. Goes up with the left hand. No good. Lair fights for the rebound. And it's going to head back to the Cards on a jump ball. Arrow pointing the way of Mayville. And that pass thrown away. Just kidding. They're going to get a Mayville timeout before the pass was tossed. We'll take it with them. Vikes lead at 64-21, 11:55 to go in the game. You're watching on WLA TV. Coming out of the timeout, 64-21 Viking lead, 11:51 to go here on WLA TV. Glad to have you along this evening. There's a jumper from Staduar. Rebound for Peyton Chemnitz. Chemnitz into the front court. Going to hand off to Lindsay Nell. Nell thought about the three. Now looks underneath to Cole. Going to go back out top of the key. Chemnitz cutting through as Maddie Lair. Left wing three on the way, though, for Abby Cole, and it comes up short. Down to the corner. Here is Wolf. Wolf out to Nowak. Staduhar. Nowak once again between the circles. Tipped away by Abby Cole. She completes the steal near side. Down the left side of the paint. Up with the right hand. Left hand no good, but she is fouled. This will be Cole's second trip to the free throw line. She's 0 for 1 there so far tonight. 11:06 to go here in the game. First free throw is long from Abby Cole. She's 0 for 2 now from the free throw line. McKenna Conkey, Lydia Bernhard back into the game for the Vikes. Second of 2 free throws for Cole. Rims around and out. Chased around by a couple of players, and it's last touched by Hannah Wolf, giving the ball back to the Vikings. Vikings retaining a 43-point lead, 64-21, 11:04. These teams met in the regional semifinal last year in the COVID-ized winter season. That one's thrown away by Chloe Volbright. We'll head back to the Cardinals, and it'll be Nowak to pass it in for Mayville. Vikings won the regional semifinal rather easily against these Cardinals. Of course, that Viking team lost in the sectional semifinals over at Oostburg by 5 points. Saw the illustrious careers of Elena Supernan, Geneva Hewitt, Riley Lair, Kaylee Fry, Hallie Keifenheim, and the likes. I know I'm forgetting a couple of players there, but that class of 2021 was special. Class of 2022 has a couple of players out on the floor right now. Peyton Chemnitz with a nice rebound there, and here's Maddie Lair, the couple of the 3 seniors that are still on this team. Here's McKenna Conkey. She's a sophomore. Gets it to the high post. There's Peyton Chemnitz. That one rattles around and out. Nice rebound underneath by Kaylee Nowak. Nowak on the near side. Nice spin move down the lane. Scoops up with the right hand. Gets her own rebound and finishes. Nice move there from Kaylee Nowak. She's got 7 points. Averages about 13 per game. Actually right on 13. Dead on 13 points per game, according to WIS Sports. That put up by Chloe Volbright. Can't get it to go. Rebound fought for by the Vikes, and I think they're going to get Chemnitz on a foul. Loose ball foul for Peyton Chemnitz, and back over to the Cards it goes. 64-23, 9:43 to go in the game. And Karnitz will cross half court. Crossover right by the WLA logo. Almost had a travel there from Nowak. And the Vikes have rematched up, so they're going man-to-man now. Volbright into a passing lane. Can't complete the steal. Good hustle there by Hannah Wolf to retain possession. Or thought we had a jump ball. But we have a little bit of a discussion going on amongst the officials. Also tending to a player, so we're going to take the video off as long as that's the case. And I'm not sure what the call ended up being. They're gonna stick with the call on the floor, which was a jump ball, possession arrow pointing to the Vikings. 64-23, 9:24 to go in the game. And Maddie Lair. Well, no, they didn't change the arrow, so I'm wondering what the call was there. I think they perhaps should have changed the arrow. I'm not sure. Maybe they need to start announcing it like they do in football. Maddie Lair fires up a three. That one misses. Good rebound by Nowak. Nowak will cross the left side of half court. Working on Maddie Lair. Now comes to the near side. Almost tipped away there by Chemnitz. Heaton has it. Gives it to Nowak. Thought about the three. Now going to go drive the lane. Scoops up with the left hand. Can't get it to go. Gets her own rebound. She's fouled on the second attempt, and she'll head to the free throw line. It was Lydia Bernhard who fouled her, and it was Bernhard who was beaten that time by Nowak in terms of getting position for the offensive board. First free throw up and good for Kaylee Nowak, who now has 8 points. Bolter back in for the Cardinals. 40-point game, 64-24, so we got the running clock in effect now as well. 8 minutes left here in the second half. McKenna Conkey pulls down the rebound on the missed free throw. 2 for 4 tonight from the line is Kaylee Nowak. Bounce pass from Lair. Thought that might have been a kick. And Bolter lost control of that one. Gonna get a foul. 5th team foul for the Cardinals. It'll be the Viking basketball underneath. or foul, I guess, is going to be Carnets. 5 on the floor for the Vikings. All 5 starters on the bench for WLA. You got Chemnitz and Volbright, McKenna Conkey, Maddie Lair, and that pass from Lair. Long pass for Maddie Lair to make, and she had it picked off. And Lydia Bernhardt is the 5th out on the floor for the Vikings. Here's Bolter. Bolter working on Chemnitz. Bounce pass. Nice step to the ball there from Heaton. Finds Houston underneath, and they're going to say Houston drug the pivot foot before she was fouled. 7 minutes and counting down here till the end of the game. Still, as I said, a 40-point contest between these two. Here's, Chemnitz, nice pump fake. Found Volbright. Chloe couldn't finish underneath. It was a good pass and just rattled around for Chloe Volbright. Couldn't quite get it to finish. That one from Bolter misses. Offensive board. Finishing is Heaton. Haley Heaton with her first field goal of the evening. She's got a pair of points, 64-26, 6:27 to go here in the game. Nice cut by Chemnitz. Good find by Bernhard. Chemnitz can't get it to go. Good board by Heaton. Heaton into the front court. Right wing, top of the key. Houston, triple on the way. This one misses. A little bit strong there from Houston. Good rebound for the Vikings. Into the front court goes Maddie Lair. Lair finds Conkey far side. Nice flashing cut across the lane by Peyton Chemnitz. Tipped out by the Cardinals. And it'll stay with the Vikings. It'll be Lydia Bernhard to key it in for WLA. 5:50 to go here in the ball game. Vikes lead at 64-26. That one is kicked by Heaton. That one almost looked kicked again. And they're going to say Conkey touched it last as well. So turnover again for the Vikings. 5:20 to go in the game. 64-26. Houston crosses half court. Down the lane she goes. Houston, a lot of credit for Aaliyah Houston. I remember Houston from last year. Houston's a senior, 5'6", senior for the Cardinals. Remember last year causing some problems offensively defensively for the Vikings. Works hard, gets in good rebounding positions. He has a handful of offensive rebounds and defensive to her credit, but handful of offensive rebounds especially. And nice cut by Kaylee Nowak, and she's into double figures. The only Cardinal tonight into double figures, Kaylee Nowak, and she has 10. But Houston's gotten a couple of offensive boards, hit a couple of three-pointers. Chemnitz, I think, caught a loose hand there. And she tries to get back on Houston here, fouls Houston, and Houston will head to the line. Almost looked like Chemnitz took a stray hand there. And yeah, I think she's heading over to the bench, perhaps to maybe take the rest of this one off. 4:04 to go. She will. She'll be subbed off for Abby Cole. 28-64. Vikings lead it here. All of our WLA broadcasts, WLA TV broadcasts this year, by the way, as Houston makes the first one. See the sponsors scrolling across the top right hand. Appreciate the support of all of them. Help to continue to make the broadcasts possible here on WLA TV. And hopefully we get that huddle camera working. Something a little bit more reliable as we move through the season this season. What promises to be a couple of successful, promising seasons for both the boys and the girls team. Neither team has lost yet. The girls are on their way to going 4-0, leading this one 64-29 with 3:08 to go. And boys team is 2-0. Took care of a talented, albeit young, but talented Waupun squad pretty handily last night. Scored 92 on them. And just a very nice job that Coach Nell is doing with that squad. And talking to Ethan Cole at halftime, that one's tipped out. Keep it with the Cardinals. Talking with Ethan at halftime tonight, and feel like they're a veteran team this year. And even though they have 3 sophomores that get quite a bit of playing time, they got a couple of senior leaders and captains and Ethan Cole and Aiden Barr that really make this a truly experienced team. Those sophomores had to play some big minutes last year as freshmen. Talking about Sam Lair and Noah Gensler, Chop Simmons, all guys that are going to offer this team quite a bit going forward. And you would certainly imagine this would be a year to remember for them. Abby Cole gets an offensive rebound, and she's got 8 points after putting it back in. 66-29, 2:03 to go here in the game. Houston's going to fire this one up, hit it. Aaliyah Houston with another triple. She's into double figures. She's got a dozen. Leading scorer now for the Cardinals. Houston averages 11, so she's just over that season average. Here's McKenna Conkey, throws that one up. That's a long 2 for McKenna Conkey, but now everyone that has gotten in, the entire roster, all 10 players for the Vikings have scored tonight. And good comprehensive performance by WLA, sending Siegel to the line here. 68-32 is the score. 1:22 to go here in the game. But a good comprehensive performance, and you can really pick at performances like these, but when everyone gets on the score sheet, feels good at the end. Siegel's first free throw is good. 68-33 again. Have wrestling, their first home duel of the season. North Fond du Lac and Springs coming in. And then on Friday, Laconia, the Spartans, coming in to take on the Vikings. Vikes open up conference play with an old rival. 40 seconds to go here in the game. Here's Chloe Volbright. That one's a little bit strong. McKenna Conkey on the far side. Check that near side. Rebounds it and finishes. 70-point mark hit by the Vikings. A nice drive by Aaliyah Houston. Can't get that one to curl home. Good rebound by Maddie Lair. If she can get it into the front court, this should do it for the Vikings. Behind the back dribble by Maddie Lair. Into the front court she goes. And down to Chloe Volbright. She'll kick it out. And that'll be that. 9 seconds ticking down, 8 seconds ticking down. And Lair will just try to get free, wriggle herself free, and that'll do it. 70-34 is the final score. We've seen over 180 points scored by the 2 Vikings teams, the boys team last night and the girls team today. 70-34 is the final score. Vikings are now 4-0 on the season. They move to 1-0. A successful start to trying to defend their Flyway Conference crown from a year ago. Once again, 70-34. You see it there on the screen. Want to once again thank our guy Alec Oberg for running the live stream camera for us tonight. Thanks to Alec. Thank you to joining us as well. Let's get you some final statistics personally here for both the Vikings and the Cardinals before we sign things off. Kiera Shea had 12 points for the Vikings, 2 points both from the free throw line, 2 for 2 for Chloe Volbright. 4 points for Lydia Bernhard. Lindsay Nell led all scorers. She had 13. Siri Kuski had a dozen. Jess Pino had 2. Maddie Lair had 6, 8 for Abby Cole. McKenna Conkey had 4. Peyton Chemnitz added 6 for the Vikings. Once again, the Vikes win it 70-34. For the Cardinals, Haley Heaton had 2 points. 4 points for Avi Siegel. Zoe Karnitz had 4 points. The leading scorer for the Cards was number 10, Aaliyah Houston. The senior had 12 points. Hannah Wolf went 1 for 2 from the free throw line for her only point. And then Kaylee Nowak, the leading scorer this season for the Cardinals, scored 10 for Mayville. Good start to the Flyway Conference season. Vikes looking to go back-to-back at the Flyway Conference. They win their first conference game here, 70-34. Thanks for joining us. Jordan King saying so long. Hope you'll join us on Thursday. We'll have the first wrestling duel. North Fond du Lac Springs comes to town, and the Vikings will get their wrestling season underway. Thanks for joining us. Thanks again to my guy Alec running the camera once again for us. You've been listening and watching Girls Varsity Viking basketball on WLA TV. Good night.